was a kid, my family took a trip to a huge amusement park on the outskirts of town. I was beyond excited as I ran from ride to ride, taking in all the sights and sounds of the bustling park. My parents warned me to stay close, but in my youthful exuberance, I quickly lost track of them in the crowd. As I wandered around, taking in the bright lights and dizzying rides, I began to feel a sense of unease creeping over me. The happy laughter of children and the joyful screams of thrill-seekers seemed to fade into the background, leaving me feeling isolated and vulnerable. I tried to retrace my steps, but the maze of pathways and attractions only served to confuse me further. Panic began to well up inside me as I realized that I was truly lost in this vast, chaotic place. As I stumbled around, my heart pounding in my chest, I suddenly felt a hand grab my shoulder. I whirled around to see a tall, shadowy figure looming over me. My breath caught in my throat as I realized that this person was not one of the park employees. His eyes were dark and empty, filled with a kind of predatory hunger that sent shivers down my spine. Before I could react, the man grabbed my arm and started dragging me away from the crowds. I screamed and fought, but his grip was like iron. I knew in that moment that I was in grave danger, that this man intended to take me far away from this place of fun and laughter. As we made our way through the deserted back alleys of the park, I saw glimpses of the man's face in the dim light. His features were twisted in a cruel smile, as if he took pleasure in my fear and helplessness. I knew then that I had to escape, that I had to find a way to get away from this monster before it was too late. Summoning all the courage I had, I twisted and turned in his grasp, finally managing to break free. I ran as fast as my legs could carry me, my heart pounding in my ears as I darted through the shadows and around corners. I could hear the man's heavy footsteps behind me, his malevolent laughter echoing in my ears like a nightmare come to life. I finally burst out of the darkness and into the bright lights of the main thoroughfare. I saw a group of park employees and ran towards them, tears streaming down my face as I begged for help. They quickly realized the danger I was in and called security, who sprang into action, searching the park high and low for the man who had tried to abduct me. In the end, they caught him hiding in a maintenance shed, his eyes still gleaming with malice as they dragged him away in handcuffs. I was reunited with my frantic parents, who hugged me tight and vowed to never let me out of their sight again. As we left the park that night, I couldn't shake the feeling of cold dread that lingered in the air. The memory of that man's twisted smile haunted my dreams for years to come.